This video is brought to you by EvoClub Car Wash. Our motto is service and solutions. You can bring your car to us for deep cleaning, shining, full-on restoration, or just a regular wash. Whatever it is you need help sorting out on your car, we are more than happy to assist. To get in touch with us, drop us a line on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp us on the number on your screen now. Okay guys, so behind me here we have the Veloz, which is many things. It's Toyota's replacement for the Avanza, although different mechanical configuration now, because for the first two model generations Toyota has used a front engine rear wheel drive configuration for the Avanza. The reason being is that Toyota feels that for a MPV, a workhorse MPV of this size, a rear wheel drive configuration gives the car better balance when you carry heavy loads. But realities of the world has set in that it is at the end of the day still more economical to build a car with a front wheel drive platform, and well, Toyota has went ahead and continued on with that with the new generation Veloz. And throwing back to another bit of history, back with the first generation Avanza, if you remember, Toyota made it at Peroddua's plant in Rawang. This guy here is also made in Peroddua's plant in Rawang, and not only that, mechanically underneath it is the same car as the Peroddua Alza. The difference, however, is that pricing wise, the Alza tops out at 75,000 ringgit. This guy costs 95,000 ringgit. So if you contrast to another model between Toyota and Peroddua that are basically rebadged versions of each other, namely the Arus versus the Rush, the Veloz and the Alza has greater cosmetic differentiation. Okay, whereas the Alza is outright MPV in its appearance, the Veloz has a bit more of a pseudo SUV stance. It sits slightly higher off the ground, versus the Alza. It has these underbody claddings which the Alza does not have, and it also has a different front face compared to the Alza. In fact, looking at this reminds me of something of a budget RAV4, or a budget Toyota RAV4. And what I really appreciate with this car is that it is definitely economical, all right, but you can see that Toyota, and this is even true for the Alza also, you can see that there's effort put into this car to make it, although not premium, but also to not look cheap. Okay, so you have full LED headlights up front here with LED signals, daytime running lights here, and I like the way this corner of the bumper is finished. Very nice, very classy, not overdone. Okay, so that's good. All right, and down here there's a good mix of gray claddings with this bit of painted plastic, all quite tastefully finished, not garishly done. And on the shoulder line you can see that there's this one long chrome strip that starts from the front, goes all the way along here, down the window line, and to the back of the car. All right, and over here also they have put this sort of like a plastic protective cladding over the wheel arch. Interesting decision, they did not choose to blacken it, but I think it's a good call, because they may have considered it, judging that they actually made the plastic molding there, but I think that would have been a great mismatch with these 17-inch wheels. Yeah, so I think and rear disc brakes, check it out guys, you got rear disc brakes here in the Veloz, so great stuff there. You got a shark's fin antenna over here, and here check out the tail. All right, so you've got now the popular, that long bar tail light design, and overall the rear end also is quite nicely done. All right, not gone overboard. So I would say the styling wise it's a respectable looking car that it is honest about its its budget stature, but at the same time you can see that they put in the effort to not be cheap, and at the same time they executed just enough restraint to not be seen as going overboard. So not an easy balance to achieve, yeah, but they did it. So can see here, this is the rear windscreen washer. Third brake light is inside here, and there is also a dash cam, sorry, a digital video recorder here, rear mounted. Okay, and down here you've got a reverse camera. All right, so let's check out the boot space. Okay, so with 3 rows of seats up, this is the amount of luggage space that you have. So you have this cap here, allows you to access to the spare tire, and there's this tray here, all right, that's velcroed on. You can lift under this to access a hidden storage compartment. All right, so it's styrofoam lah, but it's compartmentalized, and you've got the jack over there. There is also this compartment here for you to drop small things. You've got a luggage compartment light here that's useful. All right, so of course you can drop the rear seats like so. Sorry, drop this like so, and one touch, push this down. Then as a 5-seater configuration, you get a bit more space. And of course, if you need to load even longer objects, what you can do is pull this down. All right, and here's the best part, guys. So you push this all the way back, okay, you can have a flat loading floor, right, or you lift this up, okay, and when you have this here, you can use this space to store tall objects. Okay, now let me just push this up. Okay, I shall get in. Right, so I'm 170 centimeters tall. Now I have to raise this, of course, so that the headrest doesn't press against my back, and I've got a couple of fingers of headroom above me. So let me just come over to this side. All right, now it's a bit upright here, but not claustrophobic. And with this seat upright, you can see that I have got a respectable amount of leg room. All right, and so the amenities behind here, you've got a storage tray here, 12-volt socket here, and you've got these cup holder slots here. So over this side, the configuration is mirrored, but without the 12-volt socket. All right, and let me just come down here again. Now here in the middle row, okay, now right now these are the rear seats, the middle row seats in its forwardmost position. All right, I've still got decent leg room. This part here is indented inside to free up even more leg room, or I can push it all the way back, all right, to give me enough space to lounge here at the back. Down here there's this armrest here, all right, and so here you've got isofix mounts here, all right, 2 isofix mounts, and here I've got a cup holder. Wow, 2.1 amp USB ports, very nice. Here the middle row, all right, got three seat belts. So this one here is roof mounted, which you drop down, which you have to pull down. There's a secondary buckle here, and you buckle the main buckles over at this side. So another nice and useful touch, particularly in our weather, are these roof mounted blowers. Okay, so when they put the roof mounted blowers here with its own fan control, it allows the air to be blown all the way to the 3rd row, or you can use the vent to adjust to keep the blowing down to the 2nd row, up to you. But this is very good, very clever design. All right, appreciate this. Unlike many budget MPVs of at this price range, right, usually they have an opening here to suck the cool air from the front end of the cabin and blow it to the back. But this is not the case here in the Veloz, and it is, I don't think they unless they use the fan unit, they mount the fan unit here, all right, to suck air from here. There's a bit of airflow I can feel, and then they re-blow the air out from these blowers. Now let's show you the door card. So it's nice that they put this gray strip here, all right, to give a contrast to the color. But interesting choice of color, because the seats are all black, but they have this gray part here which does not match the seat color. But still, overall, the door cut configuration here, you have these patterns here, right? This also is textured, and there's a cup holder here as well, cup holder here, and here's the door pocket. So here there's a step also for you to use when you climb up the car. And check this out, guys, you've got touch type keyless entry for the added feel of premiumness to the car. Okay, so you can see that the Toyota has went for a two-tone design cabin color scheme. All right, so here this is gray contrast against black, light gray contrast against black, nice touch. And over here, step inside. Now you've got a cup holder here, and down here are the controls for traction control, auto high beam, wow, engine auto start stop, ADAS system, parking sensors. This instrument cluster, we have seen this from the Ativa. Okay, so you've got this this screen here. The screen area is actually only until here. Okay, this is an slightly older fashioned digital display. All the warning lights are placed here. Okay, and over here, this is the head unit. All right, touch screen system, and single zone auto climate control, seat belt reminders, start stop button placed here, and you can see nice texturing here. Okay, to give that feel of premiumness. You've got this tray here for wireless charging. You've got this electronic parking brake, but the big weakness here is this area. There is no storage space here. This area is just wasted. Okay, you've got a retractable cup holder here. Okay, and down here, this is the glove box here. Yeah, the center storage bin. But yeah, this area is wasted, and I think Toyota could have done better in terms of packaging available storage solutions here. But I would say overall, looking the quality of this cabin for this price range cannot be faulted. But yeah, the only weakness here, I think, is the availability of storage space, because you can have this to put your smart tag, but you can't use it as a cup holder. You've got this door bins here at the side, and you've got side pockets here lah. Okay, you've got some pockets here. Okay, but yeah, overall, this dashboard is missing is really a nice big tray to put your barang. Okay, so we also have this. This is the head unit. Okay, nice graphics. Okay, you've got the clock here. You've got here, you can connect to the 360-degree camera system. Okay, not the smoothest that I've experienced lah. Can be better, but hey, at this price range, really, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth phone. So, and in any case, this is not a highly sophisticated infotainment system, although it is definitely integrated, because through here you can set things like, scroll through steering wheel controls and whatnot. But yeah, the smoothness of this actually can be improved, I think. Okay, now one nifty feature here of the Veloz is the 360-degree camera. It's available in two views. There's the top-down view here, and there's the surround view, which you can specify various angles, all right, to see around your car. Okay, and you can choose here. It also has an intelligent function whereby, okay, so when you move forward, for example, when you switch on your left indicators, it will automatically fire up the left side view here, all right, to give you a clear view of the surroundings. Let's say, like, there may be a drain here, or there can be some other object or obstacle here that you need to navigate around. So that is pretty neat when you are navigating this car in tight spaces. You've got dash cam here, you've got the door, you've got the lights here, but yeah, here's missing another. You could have put a sunglass holder here, perhaps. Dash cam there. Over here, exploring the cruise control cluster. So you can see that you've got lane departure assist, and you have also got adaptive cruise control. All right, it's ACC, so not bad. Overall, quality wise, can't complain, but can do with better storage solutions. Okay, now the Veloz is the latest in a long line of Japanese brands 1.5 liter budget 7-seater MPVs. And if you are asking for a sparkling driving experience, that's not what these cars are out to offer. In fact, if you're looking for a product in this segment that comes anywhere being nearly exciting to drive, and I'm using that in the loosest sense of the word, the Mitsubishi Xpander is the one that still offers the best chassis dynamics, but the performance is still distinctly ordinary. But in the context of its segment, right, what is on offer is adequate, and the way the Japanese manufacturers, they have mastered the art of maximizing 1.5 liter performance to power vehicles of this size means that, you know, this is a car that in the context of city driving offers just about enough for you to get the car moving and up to speed. But it's just that when you need to wring the engine of additional performance, that is when you find that, you know, things are a little coarse, a little strained. So like right now, straight off the traffic light, getting to speeds up, say 60-70 kilometers per hour, it's not a problem. It doesn't feel like a tough ask. But now that when I'm joining the highway and I need to bring it up to say 90 and 110 rapidly, that is when, you know, the engine needs to work a bit harder, and yeah, that is not the sound of enthusiasm, but it still gets there well enough. Okay, handling is nothing that you can complain at this segment. You don't buy these things to race or to shoot up to Genting Highlands on a weekend run. But it's tidy, it's competent, you drive it sensibly, it handles the transitions, body movement transitions well enough. It's just that the Xpander is still more capable in that sense. But where the Veloz here is a noticeably superior product to the Xpander is its suite of ADAS systems. Okay, you've got lane departure warning, you've got adaptive cruise control, you even got active high beam assist, which I tested at night yesterday. It's good, it's decent, it lights the road ahead when it's dark well enough that I don't have to trigger the high beams on and off, and it is smart enough to avoid glaring oncoming cars. So it is a rather well calibrated setup. So when it comes to the driving impressions of MPVs here like the Veloz, you are not talking, I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary really to expect, as long as it does not drive nastily, and it does not, then you are pretty alright, because cars in this segment, what they're out to offer is an honest mode of transport. And you know, for families who need a 7-seater MPV and you are on a tight budget, this is as good as it gets. And they are pretty honest, and the good thing is that they are pretty honest about what they sell. And coming to the question, the main question, is it worthwhile paying 20 extra thousand ringgit for this over the Alza? And that really depends on your preference, because in all practical aspects of it, the Alza at 75,000 ringgit is a competent enough mode of transport. But this time here in the Veloz, unlike it was with the Arus versus the Rush, there is sufficient product differentiation put in here that if you have that extra 20 odd K to spend and go for this, it actually justifies the additional expense.